Never.
But I have, you know how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Hey,
Let's
let's
not act like children.
President Trump, we're going to
21
turn.
Let's not act like children.
Hello guys. God, why do you have to act like I'm killing you? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I was gonna work out, but like I have a full face of makeup on. I don't want to waste a full face of makeup. So you guys are gonna be my enablers and we're gonna make a video and have a little chit chat. So as you know, it's election season. With that said, so for the next few months, I'm gonna make a lot of political videos. So if you don't like political videos, then I'm sorry. And this election season does not disappoint. There's so much drama. There's so much going on. So let's just play catch up and see where we are now. The debate already happened and stuff, but before the debate, the Democrats weaponized the judicial system. What movie is that on? Apparently, the courts charged Trump with 34 counts of nobody knows. Like everyone's all 34 counts. He's a felon. But if you ask him 34 counts of what, no one can tell you because it's a misdemeanor of clerical error. What I do, they shouldn't have ever took it to court, obviously. It just shows like how crooked the system is and what the Democrats are doing. But I do like that they took them to court. I know this sucks to say. They should never have done that. But I'm the only person that gets jury duty every year or even more than every year. I don't know who gets summoned to go to jury duty more than me. So next time I get summoned, I have an excuse. What they did to Trump, I'm like, I don't believe in your guys' little court judicial system thing you got going on in here. I'm not going to come because I don't believe you guys. You guys are full of shit. Any hoosers. So Trump ended up getting immunity from the courts. This video is more going to be like titled, what are they going to do with Joey Boy? What are they going to do with Joe Biden? What's next with Joe Biden? What are they going to swap him out or what? But by now, everyone has seen the debate.
Continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
And that's why this all sparked up and everyone saw the debate, blah, 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 blah. Well, after the debate, I was watching this one lib YouTube channel and they were like watching the debate and like reacting afterwards. And oh my God, I can't believe it was like two liberal women. And they're like, I can't believe Joe Biden, like this whole time, you know, Republicans have been saying, you know, the man can barely speak, but we thought they were just being, you know, conspiracy theorists or being mean again. We had no idea like he was that bad off. My question is what news media does the left watch? Like, are we just watching clips from Facebook? But I think clips would still show like clips of the President of the United States.
Teach Donald Trump a valuable lesson. Don't mess with the women in America unless you want to get the benefit.
It's like, you voted for him. Like, we watch every debate. We watch every conference, every interview. They talk a lot. They're presidents. Like, we watch every politician talk. We watch the speeches. We watch the rallies. We like, how did you not know? How did you not know? You haven't seen the president of the United States for the last 4 years? How did you, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? When I was a Democrat, I didn't really watch the news or I didn't watch any politicians. So that's the difference. When you become like on the right side, you're like watching politicians. You learn politics. You understand it. And when you're on the left, you don't pay attention to any of it. And you just turn your nose down on it. The most PC, politically correct people usually know shit about politics. That's why you never want to argue or try to debate with anyone in the comment section, because most of the time they're just kids. Like your brain isn't developed at like 24. Like, it's not developed to 25. And you're like, and you can't make arguments with people that don't understand. They're like, oh, we want higher minimum wage, and we want to tax the rich, and we want to tax big corporations. Like, because they don't understand cause and effect. They don't understand politics yet. They don't understand those are all horrible ideas. I'm just glad the internet wasn't around when I was young and stupid, because I know I would have said a lot of stupid stuff online. I probably would have done the little black square during Black Lives Matter. I probably would have done some stupid stuff. I probably would have had pronouns. Yeah, so don't argue with people online, because you don't know, like, even if they're 30, like, even at 35, I was still a retard. I didn't know shit at 35 about politics. Anywho, we all know that Joe Biden did horrible during the debate. Trump did really, really good. He did great. He kept his cool. He wasn't being all crazy, which I would have loved that. But, you know, a lot of people get triggered when he's being the orange mean guy. But I think he's hilarious. Trump did good, except for I think he could have done better, because we all listen to him. We've heard him talk a million times, but liberals have never heard him talk. They were told by the media that to hate him and Trump is bad. So they've never listened to him talk. So this is probably the first time a lot of liberals have heard him talk before. And it sounds so stupid to say, but I do it in a lot of my videos too, where I just assume you guys know where I'm coming from. You have to speak layman terms. We've seen his rally. We know his policies. We know his plans, but I feel like he was just talking like everyone's heard him before. But it's like some people have never even seen a debate before. Some people have never seen Biden talk. This is the first time they've seen Biden talk. And the right has been saying for years that the media and the government has been gaslighting the left and the people, and we keep being called conspiracy theorists. And it's like, what? Just fucking pay attention. Conspiracy theorists is so funny. Have you heard the left talk about Project 2025? Project 2025 is a think tank created by the Heritage Foundation. Like, it's like a charity kind of thing. It's kind of the same thing as if like Planned Parenthood made like a demand list for like, that's not going to take place. Like, we would want to see this happen if a Democrat president is elected. And it's like, this is what we would, it has nothing to do with the government. It has nothing to do with Trump. The left thinks that Project 2025 is like this thing that Trump created, that they're going to take away women's rights to have abortions, or even have like the Plan B pill, or have like condoms, and they're going to take away everything. And it's like, you guys are the conspiracy theorists. Trump has said it's like in every state, like Roe versus Wade wasn't demolished. It's still there. Trump didn't do anything. He sent it to a judge, and the judge sent it to the states. Oh, what? We can't learn anything? No, you can still, after you have 3 months to decide if you want to keep a baby or not. Is it that hard? Take a pregnancy test every month if you don't know how to pull out, if you don't know how to close your legs or put on a condom. I don't know what to tell you. And the stupidest part is I'm pro-choice, but your guys' arguments are retarded. So now the left media, there's only one media, the left. Okay, so now the media is like against Biden, and now they're like throwing him to the wolves.
Breaking this hour, New York Times reporting donors have told the largest pro-Biden super PAC that roughly $90 million in pledges are now frozen if Biden remains at the top of the ticket. But this may only be the beginning. Reports claim a coordinated Democratic rebellion is set to unfold during a brutal 48-hour stretch for Biden. An 18th Democrat lawmaker just called for Biden's exit 90 minutes ago. Now we're learning that President Biden privately met with White House Minority Leader Jeffries after his solo press conference last night, where he made several embarrassing mistakes on the world stage.
The left eats their own. So now they're like, oh, what are we going to do with Biden? We didn't know he couldn't talk. Like, it's like that one meme. Stop it. He's already dead. So now the media is like, we got to get rid of him. Who are we going to take his place? Oh my God. And then he's all, I'm staying, because like his wife and his son doesn't want to go to, or his son doesn't want to go to jail. And his wife wants to make sure the son doesn't go to jail. So he's all, I'm staying here. Jill's making me. Well, now ever since the debate, they're making poor Biden, not poor Biden. He's okay. They're making Biden do all these interviews and speeches It's so sad because they're like trying to like show his dementia or show that I don't know if they're trying to like show that he can't talk or show that he's doing better. I don't know, but he's making so many mistakes. He called Kamala fucking Vice President Trump, President Putin.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there.
To say the least, we are the laughingstock of the planet, but we have been for the last 4 years. Regardless of what you guys feel about Trump, other countries were scared and respected Trump. And now, now everyone's seen these speeches. Our president can't talk. So apparently there's a time frame they have that they can switch Joe Biden out on the ballot. And I don't remember like the time frame. I think by the time I have this edited and up, it might be around 20 days they have left before they can switch his name on the ballot. Like he can always drop out. Like obviously he can drop out afterwards, but just to like have the names because the election is in November. So I think they have about 20 days to figure out if they're going to like keep them or if they're going to get rid of them. So I want to go through some names that have been in the grapevine of people that might be taking Joe Biden's place in what we think. Okay, so the first one we have on here is Kamala, which we all know she's retarded. The left and the right, none of them want them. Another one they have on here is Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama, I don't know if they could get her in on time. A lot of people say that she won't win. I think she has a good shot because like when he first was running, I was a Democrat back then, but when he was running, everyone's like, oh, I want my first black president. I'm voting for Obama. And I'm like, that's racist as fuck. But as you can see how America is now, everyone's about race. Everyone is so racist that I think someone would vote for a woman because we need a woman president. We never need a woman president. I just got back from the doctor's office and I asked 3 times for a male doctor. If you want facts and logic, ask for a male doctor. If you want triggers and ego, unless it's a healthy female doctor, but most of the time they're not healthy. Usually they're 300 pounds and you're just going to get triggers and ego. Finally, I got to see a male doctor today. There is no reason we should ever have a female president. We are saying 1 week out of the month. We're emotional. We are. Look at me. I did like one thing about Michelle Obama. When Obama was president, she was really big into talking about obesity. She didn't talk about it with adults because adults get triggered, but she was going to the children since parents don't know how to feed their food. And that time, McDonald's was cheap and they were always giving their kids McDonald's and toys. And she had the whole thing. I forgot what it was called. But, she got rid of the Happy Meal toys and, stopped rewarding kids for bad food. And she was really focused on obesity. So if she did that again, if Trump wasn't running, and if she did that again, I would probably vote for her. But she wouldn't because she would do the woke mental gymnastics we're doing and talk about body positivity. It's not like heart disease is still the #1 killer in America, fatties. Next on the list, we have RFK, brainworm. I can't understand him. I only like politicians that I can understand. So some things I like about him, but he's more on the crazy side that I don't really trust him. He tells everyone this story that I have something in my eye. He tells everyone this crazy story that he had a worm in his brain that was eating his brain and then it died in his brain. Anywho, I know he just went to independent or whatever, but they can always ask him back to be Democrat. If they need him to get out, it's been done before. Trump switched to Republican because Hillary was a Democrat and he wanted to run. So, it has been done before. So they can just, because he has good numbers right now, I think, they could go up to him and be like, hey, switch back to Democrat, you're going to run in Joe Biden's place. That's not unheard of. Some people have been talking about Al Gore. Al Gore was the first president I ever voted for when I was 18. I was a Democrat. Maybe I wasn't 18. I don't know how old I was. That was the year that Al Gore won the presidency, and then they did the recount in Florida, and then Bush won, and that was the last time I voted. I was like, why am I voting if you're going to do a recount and pick who you want? And then Bush won, so I didn't vote until 2016 for Trump. So I went to Al Gore, Trump. I don't know why people are throwing Al Gore's name out there because I don't think he's an option. He's old too. And then we have Hillary Clinton. No one's going to pick Hillary. Like, everyone hates Hillary. Like, I think we can all agree on both sides. No one likes Hillary. We have Gavin Newsom. Look at California. It's hell on earth. I will never even visit there again. I have friends there. Nope. I'll never go to Disneyland again. I don't want to go anywhere near California. That place smells like piss. It's so freaking, and people that live there their whole life, they know no better. They don't know what the other parts of the country looks like. Okay, and then we have Gretchen Whitmer, we have JB, we have Sherrod, we have Dean. I'm not saying their last names because I don't know these people and I really don't care. I don't think they're probably going to get picked if no one knows who they are. So yeah, Biden keeps having all these like interviews and meetings with like all these Democrats to see what they're doing. And tell me why Hunter is like coming to all these meetings. I want Biden to stay in the running. Obviously, it's an easy win. I mean, I think anything is pretty much an easy win at this point. Okay, so I went to the doctor's today because apparently now I have to get mammograms every 6 months. Fun for me. But I just want to make sure nothing has happened on the news since I've been recording and at the doctor's office. No, I don't think anything has happened since I was gone. I forgot to mention, you know, the whole George Clooney thing. He's a little simp, a little bitch. But yeah, that's all I have for today. If you like this one, give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, subscribe please, and then we can see each other again. And I'll see you in the next one. Boing, 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 boing.